It's been a while. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Ben. I know it's been a while, but let's cook some. How do I do this? It's been so long. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Ben. Today we're going to be cooking something a little bit different. Actually, I guess it's always different because then what would be the point of different episodes? Can we redo that? Yeah? Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Ben. Today we're making bacon and onion jam. I know what you're thinking, jam, that's like sweet and shit. But jam and jellies are always like sweet, right? Wrong. Grape jelly is my favorite, by the way. No, but it doesn't matter. You might know, you might not. Jam doesn't always have to be sweet. And this recipe is actually a pretty good combination of savory and sweet. It's great for burgers, sandwiches, and that's actually how I came across the recipe about a year ago. Did a picnic and made this for some sandwich. And before you ask, no, I haven't cooked it since then, so it's been a while, so. Let's hope it turns out okay. So like many of you, I got stimulus money. Here's something I bought. A stovetop portable burner. It's gonna make the videos very interesting, I hope. Really afraid that I'm gonna set the smoke alarm off with this. So the ingredients, the recipes you can look up vary a little bit. Mine's mostly based on the one from Delish, but you can vary it up and add and subtract stuff as you want. But it's pretty simple. You've got maple syrup, garlic, cloves, you've got shallots, onions, brown sugar, chili powder, and lastly, bacon. So we're actually gonna do something a little different today. We're going to prep our items beforehand. Really white dude. I know, crazy. I don't ever do that. Trying to learn, trying to grow. That was a big thing about 2020. Last year was a year of growing. Every year should be one, but last year was a lot. Start off the recipe, you want to cut up an entire pound of bacon. It's recommended that you cut them into 1-inch pieces because they'll cook faster, they'll get nice and crispy, and it'll just make time a lot easier. Although at the same time, but if you don't do that, you just have to cut it afterward. Not even save time? I don't know, we're gonna cut it anyway. So you wanna cut a full pound of bacon. So I got this thick cut bacon. You could probably do maple flavored bacon, although that might be a little too sweet with everything we're adding. So yeah, 1-inch pieces. So I've gotta admit something. I don't know how small a 1-inch piece is. Get what I'm saying? I'm saying that the US education system failed me. I don't even know what a centimeter is. I guess that's an inch. Maybe. We're gonna go with that. I'm just having fun today. Life's been busy. I haven't had a lot of time to like really cook. This is fun for me. And that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to have fun cooking. It's definitely not always neat and tidy. Probably not always even the best, but it's always fun. But this is just some exhilarating content. Man cutting bacon up into 1-inch pieces. These are 1-inch pieces. When you're prepping the onions and the shallots, that's kind of where you've got some control about how much oniony taste you want, how much of that what the hell am I saying? You can control how much onion flavor you want to contrast with the bacon and the sweet. I don't love onion, but I do like them. So the recipe calls for a full onion and 4 shallots. I am only gonna do 2 shallots. These are, at least this one, kind of big. So I'm only gonna do 2 of those. I don't know how I'm gonna do this whole onion. We'll see. So yeah, you want to mince up your shallots, 2 cloves of garlic, and then finally chop up your onion. I'll do that. Okay, Google. When is the first day of spring? I know a lot of you might not like cutting onions or shallots because of it makes you cry, but actually there's a very easy method to not crying. While you're chopping, what you want to do is dissociate, go deep into your subconscious. You want to find some very traumatic memories that make you sad, and then the best thing to do is to remember those traumatic moments. Because then the onions aren't so bad. They're just food, just plants. Nothing compared to what happened to you. That was dark. Maybe don't do that. I'm not a doctor. Whoa, it really hit my eyeballs. This is a dish you can make ahead of time. You just have to refrigerate it. Probably holds for a few days, I don't know. That's a question I've got for you guys. Do you like cold stuff? Or, I don't mean like frozen. Like generally, sandwiches, breads, anything like that, I prefer warm. Mayonnaise might be an exception. But like, generally I just prefer like a warmer spread than cold. Or at least room temp. I think in total, I'm only gonna cut, I think in total, I'm only gonna cut like half of this onion because that was 2 shallots and it's a shit ton. You do as much as you want. You know, you're in control of your life to a large degree. If you don't want that much onions, don't put that many onions in it. You do what works for you, okay? And finally, big fan of the channel. I'm a big fan of it. It's the best part of any recipe, the garlic. Like I said, do what's best for you. The recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm definitely putting more than that in. I'm gonna say 3. It's time for the ultimate garlic smash technique. Some of the onion fumes are hitting my eyeballs. Recorded for 23 minutes, and I feel like I've not even said that much. I've just been in the cooking zone. This just in. I think some garlic or onion juice just got into a cut on my finger, so that's burning a little bit. So that's fun. So now that you got everything prepped, you want to remember that you're now cooking over here, so you got to get rid of all this trash. Also, fun fact, onions are toxic to cats. So if you have cats around, make sure you clean up and you don't let them get into the onions because that could be bad. So while the pan is preheating, the next step is to realize that the garlic is not supposed to go in with the onions right away. So you've got to kind of try to pick it out. Just why you read directions. You know what? Some of that garlic's just going to get in there with the onions, and that's okay. Will it turn bitter? Yeah, probably. That's okay. So there's actually a very scientific way to know if your pan is preheated. Some people think you just kind of like hover your hand, feel the heat, and decide if that's enough. But actually what you want to do is put your finger directly in the pan and touch it. Only then will you know if it's hot enough. It's kind of hot. I feel like I've lost my funny because I haven't done this in so long. So how are you guys doing? How's your 2021 so far? Hope it's better than last year. So, you guys watched the Snyder's cut? Bro, have you watched the Snyder's cut of Justice League? It's like so good. Actually, it's good. That wasn't a joke. Yeah, everyone, myself included, is like, oh, it's 4 hours long. Oh, that's just too long to sit down and watch a movie. I mean, you're just gonna sit on your phone on TikTok for 4 hours anyway. Might as well watch a good movie. Yeah, my favorite part, honestly, probably where they killed Captain America. Thought that was a bold choice. So the biggest downside to having this portable burner is I don't have a fan up here. I've got a fan back here. Also, this pan is hot, so I don't know why I'm waving it around. You know, I'm really hoping it'll set off the smoke detectors. Well, let's find out. Let's throw the bacon in there. Now's a great time to, I don't know if you can hear me right now, but now's a great time to realize your pan might be too small. But keep cooking it in anyway, because it said a pound of bacon, and so damn it, we're cooking a pound of bacon. So I don't remember if I've said this, but you want to cook the bacon until it's crispy. That's hot, don't touch that. While that's cooking, for the other stuff to measure out, it's half a cup for brown sugar. I don't think it matters if you use light brown or dark brown sugar, but I don't know that. 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I saw some recipes had balsamic vinegar, and you can do that. You really just need some kind of vinegar. 100% pure maple syrup. Could you use regular maple syrup? Probably. Could you use corn syrup? I mean, I guess, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna use 100% pure maple syrup. It's more expensive, but it's much sweeter, and I think would go better with the jam, honestly. So, it's 1/4 of a cup of that. So try to find a tape measure to see if these are 1-inch pieces, but I can't find one. So, gonna have to assume I was right. Good life advice, always assume you're right, unless you're wrong. And there's the actual facts to prove you wrong. You guys like Cadbury cream eggs? I know there's gonna be somebody, there's always somebody that always, whenever Cadbury cream eggs are brought up, I don't know why I'm falling, they're always like, I prefer Reese's eggs. Sorry your taste buds suck. Reese's eggs are really good, but for me it's like Cadbury cream eggs, the Oreo eggs, then the Reese's eggs. So the bacon looks like it's about done, and then I realized I don't really have a way to get this out of the pan. That is until I remember I have a slotted spoon. So you just want to get a different slotted spoon. Yeah, there we go. That's scooping. And you're gonna want to keep about a tablespoon of bacon grease to cook and caramelize your onions and shallots in. Leave your pan off of the burner so it can cool down a little bit, because you only need the onions on like a medium-low heat. Put your towel on your bacon, press a little bit, taste it. Why is bacon so good? So you want to go ahead and start picking up the pace, because you don't want to eat all your bacon like I am. So we're going to dump this onion shallot mixture that accidentally has a little bit of garlic in there too, and you just want to stir it often for about 15 or so minutes until the onions and shallots are caramelized. I'll show you what it looks like, don't worry. Low and slow is the name of the game here. So you could do it at lower heat for longer, but the main point is you want them to get caramelized. And you want to put your bacon away so you stop eating it. It's good. So the onions have been cooking about 15 minutes or so, and they're looking pretty good if you can tell. A lot of the sugar's broken down in the onion. However, I'm gonna let it go just a little bit longer. Just get a little bit more of the caramelization on there, because it's close, but it's not quite there, because there's some bigger chunks that are still not as broken down. So let it go just a little bit longer. Also, I don't think I said this earlier, but I added just like a pinch of salt to this, to just the onions and the shallots to help them feel a little bit of flavor in there. So these onions are looking pretty good, smelling pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually go to the next step. So to this pan, you wanna add your garlic, your brown sugar, your maple syrup, your apple cider vinegar, or whatever vinegar you use, and your bacon, and a little bit of chili powder, like a teaspoon. So go ahead and add all that in, and then what you're gonna do is bring it to a simmer on like medium heat, not quite boiling, but like some bubblage and stuff, and then reduce heat to low, and then let the liquid reduce out of it and let it thicken up. And you'll notice immediately your nasal passages are attacked. God, it's that apple cider vinegar. You know, scrape the pan, the bottom, the edges. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. There's a little bubblage going on. So now, good time to reduce heat to low. Maybe give it a little stir. And then mostly just let it reduce and let the liquid cook out. Stirring it occasionally until it's like nice and like jammy. Bacon onion jam, 5-10 minutes. You know, I don't think we need to add any more salt, but for the hell of it, let's add some pepper. Just a little bit of freshly cracked pepper, not a whole lot. So I think it's done, it's looking nice and jammy. So we're gonna remove it from the heat. Just go unplug our burner. Don't want to burn the house down. Yeah, this is looking good and jammy. Well, you can see it looks like a jam. I mean, yeah, it looks a little gross, but it smells pretty good. I mean, it's really hot, so I didn't take a mouthful, but what I could taste, really good. So yeah, there's your recipe for bacon onion jam. I think that about wraps it up.
I should probably make something with this bacon jam, shouldn't I? Oh, I could... No, that's a dumb idea. Come on, Ben, think. What can I make? Think.
So we're gonna make a sandwich with this. So I got a pan back on the burner on some low heat. I'm gonna melt some butter on it. And I've got 2 slices of sourdough bread. What's up, Bowie? Hey. This is Toby. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he's very vocal today. So just melt some butter. We're gonna toast the bread. Ow. So once you got your bread lightly toasted, we're gonna throw some garlic aioli on it on both sides. A generous little spread of our bacon jam. Smells really good, by the way. What else can we put on the sandwich? Oh, some sauteed mushrooms you've just got sitting around. These are shiitake mushrooms, my favorite kind of mushrooms. Nice and sauteed, because you know, you just got them sitting around, pre-sauteed for no reason, except for situations that, like this, that may occur. Oh, hot. You got your rotisserie chicken that you just made fresh. Definitely did not come from a grocery store. This is 100% fresh rotisserie chicken. That's what that is. Grab some of that. Get some of that skin on there too. Ooh. I'm just carving some of the breast off right now. I mean, you could do any part of the chicken. And bon appetit. That's really fucking good. Okay, that's a really good sandwich. I would say it needs like thicker bread. But that bacon jam, like you can taste the bacon in it. Like the oniony taste in like the back of your throat. What? You can't have any, bro. You wanna tell the people bye? He doesn't like being held, but yet he's purring. This is awesome. This turned out great, so I encourage you guys to try to make this bacon jam at home. Maybe try to put it on like a burger. You could put it on other shit too, I don't know. I'm gonna eat this sandwich and enjoy my lunch. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. As always, it'd be great if you liked and subscribed and leave a comment telling me if you tried this, how it turned out, or if there's anything I could do different with the recipe, let me know down in the comments below. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully it will not be another 4 months before my next video. Bye, take care.